On May 26, 1525, a child was born who would profoundly reshape the Ming Dynasty, leaving an indelible mark as perhaps its most accomplished Grand Secretary and an exceptionally brilliant statesman, Juzheng. His life, though ultimately ending in political tragedy, represents a period of remarkable reform and a valiant attempt to steer a vast empire away from decline. Born in Jiangling, Hubei province, Zhang Juzheng's early life showed promise, but it was his sharp intellect and unwavering dedication to learning that truly set him apart. He passed the imperial examinations with distinction, entering officialdom and gradually rising through the ranks. Yet it was during the tumultuous reign of the Wanli Emperor, still a child at the time of his ascension, that Zhang truly came into his own. Serving as the chief Grand Secretary from 1572 until his death in 1582, Zhang effectively held the reins of power, enacting a series of sweeping reforms that aimed to revitalize the ailing Ming state. Zhang Juzheng understood that the root of many of the dynasty's problems lay in its fiscal instability and the widespread corruption that plagued the bureaucracy. His most famous and impactful reform was the Single Whip Law, Youqiu Yitiao Bianfa. This groundbreaking tax reform consolidated various taxes and labor services into a single payment, primarily in silver. While seemingly simple, its implementation was revolutionary. It aimed to simplify the tax system, reduce opportunities for local officials to exploit the populace, and ensure a more predictable and stable revenue stream for the central government. The Single Whip Law also sought to standardize land registration, a monumental task that faced considerable resistance from powerful landowners and local elites who benefited from the existing chaotic system. Despite the opposition, Zhang pushed through, recognizing that accurate land records were crucial for fair taxation and effective governance. Beyond fiscal matters, Zhang Juzheng was also a staunch advocate for bureaucratic reform. He implemented strict performance reviews for officials, promoting those who demonstrated competence and integrity, while demoting or dismissing those who were corrupt or inefficient. He famously stated, "The administration of the state is not about eloquent speeches, but about effective governance." This pragmatic approach extended to military affairs as well. Recognizing the threat from northern nomadic tribes and internal banditry, Zhang invested in strengthening border defenses and improving military training. He also cracked down on the absenteeism of soldiers and reformed the military supply system, seeking to make the Ming army a more formidable force. Zhang's political strategy was characterized by his close relationship with the Empress Dowager Li, the mother of the young Wanli Emperor. This alliance provided him with the crucial imperial backing he needed to overcome resistance from conservative factions within the court and powerful vested interests. He also recognized the importance of education and appointed capable scholars to key positions, fostering a more meritocratic environment. However, Zhang Juzheng's reforms, while undeniably effective in their immediate impact, also generated significant resentment. His authoritarian style, his willingness to challenge established norms, and his accumulation of immense power made him many enemies. Upon his death in 1582, the pendulum swung violently against his legacy. The Wanli Emperor, now an adult and resentful of Zhang's strict tutelage during his youth, unleashed a furious backlash. Zhang's family was purged, his property confiscated, and his reforms were largely dismantled. His reputation was posthumously slandered, and for centuries, he was largely viewed in a negative light by official historians. Despite this tragic reversal, historical scholarship has increasingly recognized Zhang Juzheng's profound impact. His reforms brought a much-needed period of stability and prosperity to the Ming Dynasty during a critical juncture. The Single Whip Law, in particular, had a lasting influence on China's tax system, even if its full implementation was never perfectly achieved. Zhang Juzheng's story serves as a powerful reminder of the challenges faced by reformers in autocratic systems, where even the most brilliant and well-intentioned efforts can be undone by political machinations and the shifting sands of power. He remains a towering figure in Chinese history, a statesman whose vision and determination briefly rekindled the glory of a fading empire.